Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. My name is Kevin. For all you new folks out there, I hardly ever say that, but I appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate it very much that people watch this channel. I've got a great topic today, something I think I just had a sale. I usually turn my phone down because when that cha-ching happens, everybody looks at their phone when they're watching it. It's like, disappointment. So I usually turn it off, but 2 out of the last 4 episodes I forgot to do that. So at any rate, look, it's still this strange roller coaster. Like today, up to this point, this is the third sale of the day, is all we've had today. But last night, while I was at Turner's baseball game, we had $800 in sales. Had like 6 sales, something just crazy. So that was a great day. You'll see just one of those items today. The rest I'm going to ship out tomorrow. And it's been pretty good numbers-wise, dollar-wise for us. You know, we're not a massive seller or anything like that. And that kind of brings me to the topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit today in a few minutes after we knock out a few sales, which is the relationship between, you know, kind of a new phenomenon over the last 5 or 6 years, YouTube resellers and eBay, and the positive and negative effects of all of that combined. And I want to get your opinion on that, but we got a lot of cool sales. Let's go take a look. I'm going to grab the first sale, which is over here, which is an item that I wasn't sure if I was going to pick it up or not, but it was cheap enough. I'm like, it's kind of cool looking. Somebody's going to want that. And they did. And this one, it's not uranium glass, by the way. This one does not glow, but it is still awesome. I guess it's like a nut tray candy dish, something like that. And that one sold to a viewer. We had 4 viewer sales today, so we always appreciate that. Never necessary, always appreciated. Hey, don't forget, if you have an eBay store that gets the coupon, the free coupon, I've never bought this stuff before. I usually get the padded polys, sometimes different stuff, but I checked around the Commonwealth Picker shipping table, and I realized that there was one thing that I was low on for Q4. I also have stuff up there. I also have stuff outside in a shed, a small shed. See all that and all this over here. And so I wasn't really short on anything except for these. And I usually don't buy them on eBay, or use the coupon for them, but I figured, what the heck, I need them. And so that was my Q4 coupon purchase. Don't forget to go use that if you got one. Use it or lose it, right? This one sold a viewer, sold for, I think, $15.95 plus shipping. And this one, like I said, was one of those 4 viewer sales today. By the way, we're not going to get to those huge sales. I think 1, maybe 2 of them will be at the end of this video. I try to space everything out so the videos aren't too long and we can ship every day or every other day. We usually ship 3 times a week. This week we're going to ship 4 times a week. Our sales have been up. Plus I'm shutting the store down a little bit because we're headed out of town. Boss Reseller Remix in Vegas for a couple days. So 3, 4, 5 days. I don't even know how long we're gone. My wife's going to have to tell me. Anyway, thank you for all your videos. It's $14.95 plus shipping. Thank you for all your videos. I've learned a lot. I enjoy them as a part-time reseller. And I would love it if you could sign a sticker for me. Yes, keep up the great work. And tell Blue Ridge Mama hello. Well, thank you. We appreciate it very much. Kathy, did I say Kathy? Cassandra, that's what it is. And we'll throw in a little card that we sign all the time. So we appreciate it. Hope you enjoy it. Looks like I have some critters at the door. Ignore the fact that I haven't weed-eated in 3 weeks. We sold this right here, Commodore 64. No cords, no nothing, untested. Just wiped it down, listed it, sold it super fast within half an hour actually. And well, you have to see it on the picker video coming up, but we bought 4 computers, 2 in boxes with paperwork, 2 floppies. I think we paid $120 for all of it. And I think one of them will go for over $120 easily. And this one was sold as is, like I said. So it sold for $75 plus shipping. All right, they've gotten me out of all of the treats. They're all gone. So unless Blue Ridge Mama has some, then I'll have to go get some more. All right, I'm over here looking for something, but I think we put it over here. There's one of them. Dumbledore. Had a crazy cool buy of some awesome plush that a lot of it we probably will end up selling on whatever. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, but some of them were just cool. I paid $2 a piece. They're all with tags. I knew I wasn't going to make a ton on them. These sell for $10, $12 a piece. I think we listed this for $12 plus shipping. It's a Lego Dumbledore with the tag. And this one, a viewer sent me a message and said, hey, I'd love to have them both. You give me a little discount. And that's what we did. Put 2 together for 20 bucks. So 4 into 20 plus shipping. Not a huge profit, but at this time of year, it's the kind of thing I think will sell fairly quickly. And there's a message on this one. Actually, as I look at it, there is no message. But Tim, I know I met you at the reseller rally, and you had left a message when we communicated that. So I got to go find the other one. Here's the other one right here. And it's going to go with this one. We'll ship them out to you. We appreciate you very much, and it was nice to meet you. Haven't sold one of these in a super long time. And it was part of the relisting process, and we had a bunch of them. Not high dollar stuff. We had them listed like $10.95 plus shipping, I think, something like that. And we dropped the price down $1 because we have multi-quantity. And Teen Wolf 2 cutout mask is like a promo when the movie came out, I believe. And we ship them in a record box, which are right here. And there's a little cost to these, so that even eats into your profit a little more, but we got a whole stack of them for nothing. So, I mean, literally like a penny a piece. So this one right here, I don't know, at $9.45 plus shipping with the box and whatever, you're still going to probably make $6+ in profit. And there was 24 of them, one listing. So I figured it was worth it. Plus, it's cool. And I just don't want that stuff to just end up somewhere else. I always like to put, I just grabbed it from back there, put something in the place. It's something I just took out, but Paddington's a little thick. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to fit him up there. All right, y'all, I got him up there. Y'all see him? There he is. I fit him up there. So I often get a comment. I read through comments often. I read through 95, I think 95% of the comments that I get on the Picker channel and on this channel, Flipper channel. I don't always respond to all of them. It's just a lot, but I read through them, give a heart to them, whatever. And then I'll do that on Facebook occasionally. And I saw a couple comments on Facebook that lined up with what I saw on eBay lately. And then I saw one on my Picker channel that was a little bit negative in a sense. And this is what I want to talk about. I like to look at issues fairly, and I try not to just defend myself and try to, you know, defend what I do for a living, not just on eBay, but on social media in general. And so I've talked about this kind of topic before, and I hear it a lot in chats and different places, that people like me have ruined eBay because there's so many, for multiple reasons. So we'll talk about those, and then we'll talk about some other things that I see where I think that people like me replace the marketing that I think eBay should be doing a better job of. Usually when I hear negatives about this, it's more like, hey, you know, you're giving away the secrets, right? You're showing people what to pick up, and it's making it more competitive out there in the sourcing. And I think there is some truth to that, certainly in the types of things you see people pick up. I think there's a couple other criticisms. Did Pepper just get up there? Oh boy. I don't like it when Pepper gets up on things. I like to keep her on the ground, but we'll do that in a minute. The other criticism is that people see this and they see it as an easy thing to do and an easy way to make money, and it looks like fun and it's pie in the sky, and then there's way more resellers. I actually think that that's not entirely true. I think it's true of a lot of people, but it's not true of everybody, and it is not nearly as big of an issue as it could be, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then, you know, there's other criticisms out there as well along the lines of, you know, YouTube resellers have hurt this business in X, Y, or Z ways. But I saw 2 comments on Facebook the other day, and in the last week, I've had first-time buyers come to the platform. For the first time, they're not resellers. They're people who watch social media, who consume social media on Facebook. And I've seen this before on YouTube. I see this on my Picker channel, not so much this channel, where people have said, hey, I saw this item and I just wanted to buy it. And they come and they buy it from the store. It's their first purchase. And I have one today, a first purchase on eBay, the first one they've ever done. And that kind of thing, I think, is a benefit for having people like me out there and so many others who are putting their items out there, who are letting people see something. You know, that's one thing, you know, talk negative about whatnot or positive about whatnot. That's one thing I think that that whatnot's kind of taught me a little bit more. I already knew it, I suppose, is that sometimes there's a certain segment of the population who doesn't know they want something until they see it. And I think that that is key. And so when they're out there and oh, here comes Pepper. Come on, girl. All right. Oh, you're almost there. Oh, you see a box. Come on down. Come on. All right. Now you need to go. No. Out. Sorry for the interruption. I lost my train of thought. But I do think that it's not all negative. And I think if all of us, it's the kind of the, hashtag give an eBay card for Christmas. I think eBay's done a pretty poor job considering their resources of getting new buyers to the platform. And I think any way we can do that, whether it's on social media or just in our own social groups, is going to benefit all of us sellers out there. And so while there may be some negatives from folks like me who do what I do on social media, I think there are some positives as well. And I absolutely love to see this, because once somebody's on the eBay platform, or whatever platform, Mercari, Poshmark, whatever it is, and they buy for the first time, everything's in the system. They know if they have a good experience, they'll come back. I wish there was a way, and I know there is. eBay has to do a better job of marketing. I've often thought of this, just simple marketing plans that I just wish they would adopt. If you have any ideas, I'd love you to put them in the comments. What do you wish eBay would do to market itself better, especially to the new generation, and get those first-time buyers on the platform? Q4 every year is a huge opportunity to do it, and it seems like they always fail at it. They never even try, really. But, hashtag buy vintage, all these things, these vintage items that they could be using in ads and pulling in these people to buy, or new marketing techniques for the younger generation. I was a high school history teacher, and I used to watch the kids, lunchtime or whatever, in their free time, the kids that were on my baseball team, and they would buy things, especially the girls. They would go on and buy things online, and I would ask them where they're buying it from, and they'd give me different things, and some of them would say Poshmark, some of them would say some other website or some whatever, and I would always take my phone out if it was some other platform that was more expensive, and I would find that exact same item on eBay. So why don't you buy it on eBay? It's cheaper. I would do that all the time with people I know that would buy on Amazon. And a lot of things on Amazon are cheaper, but the great majority of things on Amazon aren't cheaper. You can find better deals if you're diligent on eBay, so it's the check eBay first, hashtag check eBay first. There are so many things. Even the younger generation with the sustainability and all this stuff, eBay could market itself so much better than it does. And I think in some ways, what we're doing out here on social media, some of you are on Instagram and all the posts and all the stuff out there, it's bringing new people to the platforms that we sell on. And I know most of these platforms could do better. I saw a Poshmark ad the other day. I saw a Mercari ad. I haven't seen those in a while. The other day. I constantly am seeing ads, and I never see anything from eBay, and there's cost involved with those. I get that 100%, but there are strategies where they could do this in a cheap way that could bring a whole new generation of buyers to the platform. I just wish they would do it. I often try to think of what eBay's response to commentary like that would be, and it might be something like, that's why we do promoted listings, right? So when people are on Google searching for something, they'll see an ad come up for a specific item, and then they'll go there and buy, which might have some relevancy. I would much prefer a systematic kind of system that can really increase the traffic, but who knows? What do I know, right? Pittsburgh Steelers tumbler, that one sold for, what did it sell for? $12.30 after a send offer plus shipping. Many of us remember those old Christmas catalogs that would come out. I think Amazon even still has one, and they send them out, and you can have the kids circle what they want and stuff like that. I would love for eBay to kind of do something like that, to put those old nostalgic items in front of people, and even prices. I don't know how you would do it exactly. It might not be cost effective, but I think it's a cool idea. It's a PS4 lot. This is not high end. It's part of a big buyout that I did. Oh, one of the rubber bands came off there. And we're trying to put together lots of low-end stuff that can go for like 15 bucks plus shipping. And then pull the good games out of there and sell those off and make the money, as opposed to listing stuff for like 3 bucks. And this is a pretty low-end lot right here. All Madden stuff, PS4, and so we had it listed for 15, did 10% off offer, so $13.50 plus shipping. Looking at the name of the store of the person who bought that, Vintage Toys R Us, that got me thinking too, you know, as many of you out there, you know, Toys R Us kid, and the idea of going to Toys R Us, I would beg my mom to stop there. That kind of feel, where if they could somehow get that like retro vintage feel that markets to the older folks like me, you know, nostalgic kind of thing, and at the same time can kind of morph it into a way for those people to buy for their kids or even their grandkids. I don't know, there's got to be some marketing strategy out there that can do that, especially if it's targeted around Q4, and I just never see that. Okay, time for the tape giveaway. This tape from, by the way, somebody asked me, because they couldn't find the My Go-To tape link. It's the American Bubble Boy link. He didn't market his tape under American Bubble Boy because it's not bubble wrap, it's tape. So it's My Go-To tape, and then all the other products he's going to add are going to be My Go-To whatever. Not that you care about any of that, but if you're looking for the link, it's down below. Code Commonwealth gets you 5% off of the tape and any other product except for bubble wrap. So bubble wrap, there is no code that gets you a discount, but there is a link down there. So there you go. I'd appreciate you if you use the links, but you don't have to. And I'm getting feedback, and I haven't heard much negative about the tape. I know I love the tape, and I'm proud to partner with Joel to give it away. So here it is, Chris Taylor 5085. Go ahead and send me an email to commonwealthpicker@gmail.com, and we'll send you your pack. So the Carhartt vest, and this is a size medium. Bought it at the Hillsville flea market sale, but not at the flea market. I never find deals at the flea market. I find it around the flea market. Paid $5 last year for that. I believe that's where I got it. So for $47.45 plus shipping. I wanted to take a second to go back to a previous point earlier, and I actually predicted this quite a while ago, and it was for a bunch of different reasons. But, you know, the folks that say that, you know, people like me have ruined eBay because it encourages so many people to resell. I had a comment that contradicted that the other day, sort of. But I also have a little bit of non-anecdotal evidence, and I've talked about this before, but the numbers of active sellers on eBay are decreasing. They're not going up. They're decreasing by a large amount, like 1 million a year, which is good for the rest of us who are out there selling. So that narrative that I see so much just isn't the truth anymore. Now, there was a big increase, you know, during COVID and whatever and all that, and then it kind of plateaued, but it is steadily going down. A lot of people are going back to work, and somebody sent me a comment the other day. I'm trying to remember where this one was from. I can't remember, so I don't want to say. It might have been Facebook, but I think it was Picker Channel. They said that they enjoy our content and that they started to resell, but they're not going to do it anymore because it proved to be too much. Too much stuff in their house, too many things that weren't selling fast enough, and that's pretty common for new resellers. You know, I still do it. I'm not casting blame. I still make bad buys. You know, for me, this isn't just strictly business decisions. These are things that I love to do. Social media allows me to do things that I wouldn't necessarily do, and I try to be open about that, because I just love this. It's like these things right here. You know, if this was a purely business decision, sell-through rate, profit, all that stuff, I probably wouldn't do. I'd probably sell them off on one big lot and be done with it. But that stuff's just cool, and I love it. And so that's just part of who I am. So I think that that's the truth. A lot of people watch folks like me and other people out there on social media, and they just think it's cool and fun and a hobby that makes them money, and then they try it and they realize it's hard work. And they said they were very gracious and nice and said they still love my content, want to watch the content anyways, and they've bought from me before and they'll continue to buy and all that stuff. So I don't think it's quite as bad as a lot of people make out, but there's some legitimacy to it. Had a cross listing sale, and we've talked about that a little bit. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more here in a second. This, not a huge profit here because it does have a little bit of issues on it, but still a profit, $12.85, I think. I'll have to double check that, but who cares, over a dime, right? Plus shipping on that Snoopy. Cool, Joe Cool, right? Isn't that what they call him? Scrub right there. Our goal, I mentioned this before, after we stripped everything down and rebuilt eBay, was to start doing our cross-listing again. Our, meaning Blue Ridge Mama's going to do it. And so we just started that back up, and of course we've had a couple of cross-listing sales, but not a ton yet. I think we're still under 100 at this point for cross-listing. Just a minute. It'll be all right. Wallen's not very patient. We love him, but good Lord. At any rate, our tentative goal is by January 1 is to have a system where everything gets on every platform quickly. So that means we have to take everything that we've already listed, get it cross-posted to different sites, and then after that, the system hopefully is going to work with every new item. We're just going to put them all up there. Because at this point, we're at the plan where they're delisting the stuff and whatever. And that's the plan. And I hope to see quite a few more cross-listing sales once we get there. But at this point, you know, only having, 4% of your store cross-posted, it's not going to be a lot. Speaking of my inbox, I've had a lot of folks who've tried cross-listing and stopped. They said it just didn't meet their model very much. And I think that's key. You know, cross-listing isn't for everybody. There's no doubt about it. It really isn't about the current model that you have. It's really what model do you want to go to? Because if you want to go to a certain model, and then maybe cross-listing is right for you, and I've had a lot of people, you know, use my code Commonwealth on List Perfectly, and they're so glad. They'll send me like screenshots of big sales they've made on other platforms and stuff like that, which is awesome. But at the same time, it isn't for everybody. I mean, if you're a small-time hobbyist seller out there, you know, maybe it isn't for you, but if you're trying to ramp this thing up and do it in a way that's effective and that manages your time wisely, then I think it is right for a lot of people. And I think for us, 2024 is going to be the measuring stick, because we're going to go at it full bore, and we shall see. With a limited scope that we did it last time, I was very pleased. We never got more than, I think, 400 things up, and at one point we were doing pretty good. I can't find what I'm looking for. I better shut up and find it. I was looking in the wrong bin. My pumpkin. I get messages about this constantly. It's not for sale. Thank you. All right, this Sirius satellite radio Sportster. I've long since stopped buying these. They used to be great money. Now, not so much. Some models still are pretty good, especially if they're new, open box, that kind of stuff. And this one sold for $52.95 plus shipping. Like I said a couple episodes ago, some of you may have missed it, we were able to purchase 29 more of these from Brandon over there at 540 Flips, who had found them at the 100 Mile Yard Sale. And we gave him a little bonus for, after he paid, we paid him more to get them. And so we are listing these one a week again for the next 29 weeks. And look at that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And a man sold. And there is a message on here. Craig, he says, I am very excited to get this. Hopefully not only helps get things moving out of my store, Rehomed Goods LLC, but it gets me moving, listing more as well. I need to find a listing lizard plush. There you go, to sell. Things are moving already, it seems. Glad I could help you out with another fake sale as well. I have one more fake sale, Craig. I appreciate that greatly. We really appreciate you, and I do hope he gets things moving for you. I've had something on my list for 3 episodes that I forgot to mention, and I just want to say it since I talked about List Perfectly earlier. If you do use my code, there is 30% off, and they do, I think it's a month. I probably should have checked this out. Where if you try it and you find out it's not for you, they'll give you, I can't remember if they give you a refund, money back guarantee on the first month. I can't remember, but anyway, maybe I should have looked it up before I said it, but it was on my list, so now I said it. Sometimes it's so odd how relisting and adjusting a listing just a little bit really helps sales. We hadn't sold any of these in forever, and we sold one the other day. We sold one now. We sold one, it'll be on tomorrow's video, that just sold. And it's these Woodwick wax melt, I don't know what you want to call them. What do they call them? I don't know what you call these things. They're like, well, I'll just shut up and you can tell me in the comments here. Little things you put in the air freshener things. At any rate, that's $27 right there for those 3. And this one went to a viewer. The next one didn't go to a viewer. But this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, that we have a built-in advantage here. When people see something for the first time on social media, then they go and they buy it. But that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about with eBay. You know, how did they take that model and put it in front of the greatest amount of people for the least amount of money and get them thinking about eBay to buy? And I have some strategies, but man, there's got to be ways we can do this. And I'd love to get your feedback on it. I know I've already asked this, but I'm really curious about it down below. If you have any great brainstorm ideas to get new buyers to the platform, especially younger buyers. Hey, I got a couple things I'm going to open really quick. This one is from Jody, the toy addict, over there on YouTube. She's been awesome to this channel for a long time, but I want to show you that sticker on the back before I tore it open. A lot of you will be like, what in the world is this? Check it out. Some of you know exactly what it is right here. I'll show you in a minute what it is. And this is from Jody. Like I said, she was just passing on her condolences for Sal, the hedgehog, passing away. So I'll pass that on to Reagan. Let me show you what it's for, y'all. It's for this over here. She made us these, so I know what's in which bin, and y'all don't have to see me, you know, digging through here to find the right ET pin. So we're going to cut those out, and we're going to slide them in there, and we'll have a little picture code. Perfect for me. Here's something else that got sent to us. We did not get it on our St. Jude auction here. I can't even read that, y'all. BlevinsSR83@gmail.com. Thank you very much. I'll put that sticker back there. And they sent a nice little note and said, we're sending this hat to use in the St. Jude auction. Support the auction. We follow you and love your videos and all the good you do. Well, hey, I appreciate that, Adam and Laura. You guys are amazing for doing that. I'm sorry it did not get on that auction, but what we're going to do is take this, and in a future upcoming either eBay auction for charity or on a Whatnot auction, we'll make this a St. Jude auction, and we'll donate the proceeds. That is an awesome hat, by the way. Farley's Fruit Snacks with Jordan on it. How awesome is that? And look at that. There's, you want to do some cheap way to ship. Now, I wouldn't do this with like a $100 hat, but those are bags from the grocery store. I used to do this all the time until my fear of people calling me out on social media, but really there's nothing wrong with it. They just use, they're very light, and for something like this, for packaging material, I think it works perfect. You know, you just put some on the top right there. So, at any rate, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I think it's a terrific idea. So thank y'all very much for that very kind gift, and all the proceeds in the future, as soon as we sell it, are going to go to St. Jude. Hey y'all, I got Turner with some Commonwealth comedy. What do you got for us?
Where do spiders do their Halloween shopping?
Where do spiders do their Halloween shopping? I don't know where.
On the web.
Very good. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
The alien thing.
The alien thing.
Like,
oh, that inflatable alien dinosaur
where it looks like
thing
you're being
or
carried
something?
by an alien.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one. All right. Well, I'm sure people can't wait to see it. Thank you, bud.
Bye.
All right, Turner, come here. I got to show you something. Did you see these?
Yep.
This is one of my favorite gifts I've ever gotten of all time. I think ABC Matt sent me a VHS in the past, Matt. And this is like over the top. Check it out. You don't remember these, but we used to go to the store when I was a kid, and we would rent these things in movies. This is a VHS. Why don't you open it up? And this is like all out. Check it out. I mean...
How do I open it? I don't know how I open it.
You just got to pull on this side and pull on that side.
What?
Pull hard. There you go.
Oh,
you got it.
Oh my gosh.
And this isn't just some fake cover, y'all. It's volume 1, so these are all the same. And this came from Rod Picking and Punching. Is that cool or what?
That's sick.
But he's got this thing on the back with over 23 million views and counting after years of teaching in the classroom in the Commonwealth. Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it is really, really well done. Hey, we're trying to make a video here, bud. You want to go? There you go. Black cat waiting.
We got to put this in the VHS.
It actually has 3 of our Commonwealth Classics videos on this VHS, so you can actually watch it. It's got the QR code. Rod, you're too funny, and I like
these?
this. Be a babe, always keep kayfabe.
Brainbuster.
That's right. Rewind when you're done. Brainbuster video, Commonwealth picker. I mean, just amazing. And I love the last part of this too. So thank you so much. I'm obviously going to keep one, but he told me that we could auction them off for charity. We could do our 50-50 Christmas auctions, which we're going to do. We'll probably put 1 or 2 on Whatnot. These are awesome. And he said I can go ahead and make volume 2 next year or something like that. That is so cool, Rod. I don't even know what to tell you. I really appreciate that. If you don't know who Rod is, he's over there picking and punching. He's on Cat the Nurse Flippers live. And I hate to say it, but he's a super nice guy. And I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your kindness. And I can't wait to go picking with you again. All right, y'all, we're still moving through Reagan's thank yous to everybody who bought something lately on Commonwealth Picker. What do you got?
Chucky, Richard, Timothy, Junkersfield.
Oh, my goodness.
Mark, Tammy, Leslie, Kevin, Michael, Rhonda, Joe, Pam, Sonia, Mike, and Bill.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com. Hey, Ryan.
All right, y'all, it is a Commonwealth Picker tradition to not get something. Where are they? Here they are. Got some Gertie earrings as well, and they sold for $6.99 plus shipping. I'm gonna have to find them.
Got the other thing, and you're a loser.
My wife already packaged up the thing, and it's a combined order. All right, here it is. Did you unpackage that, babe?
Nope.
You didn't.
You screwed it up. You can fix it.
$6.99 plus shipping. Hey, all, thanks again for joining us today. I hope you're seeing at least a little bit of a Q4 bump out there. I think we're seeing just a little bit, and I hope it continues to grow as we get closer to the holiday season. We appreciate you stopping by, and I can't wait to see you next time.